Don't be afraid, because it's not the way the world does things that you're about to learn. It's not the condemnation that the world would give you, that they say that God will give you, that you're about to hear. Because on some level they know this is sort of supernatural that's going on here, right? And for people who are stinky with a stinky reputation, they got to be expecting, oh, the shoe's going to fall. The very first thing they hear is, don't be afraid. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid of what the world thinks of you. Don't be afraid of how the world is going to treat you. Don't be afraid of your own reputation and your own past and all those things. Don't be afraid. Because I'm bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. Because that angel also knew the shepherds were going to keep their mouth shut. Because that's the cool thing with God. Once you get the good news that those angels are giving, you really can't shut up about it. You have to kind of tell them. Because it's cool. Because for one thing, they see it in you. Because your life starts to change. Right? You become more comfortable with who you are and who God made you to be in your own skin. Now that's scary for some people. That's scary. Because just like there were people who thought they should be able to tell those shepherds how they should be, which was not stinky, right? There are people who want to tell you, no, you can't be who you are. You can't be who they made you to be. You can't wear what feels right to you. You can't love who feels right for you. You can't do those things because that doesn't fit in our little tiny boxes. Look at the pictures of the nativity. Oh my gosh, these people have no clue. Mary's all cleaned up. That baby does not look new. It's all washed. Joseph has not a speck of dirt on him. I'm like, do y'all know what stable is? There's some sticky, nasty animals, and there's poop in there. Okay? There's grass around. There's dirt. There's bugs, right? Mary was a mess. And she was sweaty and stinky herself. Because that's what happens when you have a baby. That's reality. And Jesus was a human baby. Covered, as all babies are, with the stuff that they're covered with when they come out. And he was probably stinky too. And Joseph, who had been walking this whole time, has nasty feet. His sandals are wearing out from all the walking. And he's wearing grungy clothes. And he's like tried to rush around this stable making a manger for his son to lie in. And he's stinky too. Think about that. If that's how God chose to come among us, why on earth do we think we got to get all cleaned up and be perfect? Because Jesus wasn't all cleaned up and perfect. Perfect in the spiritual sense, yes. But stinky and nasty like any little baby. Made his mama cry. Think about that. God chose to be among the stinky and to become one of the stinky just like us. Because we can be stinky. Yeah. Oh, yes we can. Yes we can. You have no idea what I don't say on Facebook that I really want to say when I read some of those articles. See, my response to a particular candidate, or my response to those statistics about what we're doing to our Muslim brothers and sisters, does not inspire me to want to be nice. It doesn't. I want to be stinky at that point and say something stinky. But I don't. Most. Because something overcomes that stinky nature in me, and that is that little baby. Who says the world thinks you're stinky too. But I don't. See, God doesn't think that we're stinky, because God sees past all of that stuff. All of that stuff that the world tells us. God sees past all that and just sees you for who you are. Just as holy and just as precious as that little baby. How cool that God sees us that way. When we don't even see ourselves that way sometimes. Because love is stronger than judgment. Love is stronger than stereotypes. Love is stronger than hate.
Amen.
And in our stinkiest moments, the story comes back to us, and we hear it anew with different ears. And the angel says, I know how you feel about yourself, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be who God made you to be, because God chose to be one of you just to show you what it means to love. What an amazing story that we tell. And the coolest thing about it is it's true. It's real deal. The God who made the cosmos made you. And stardust and holiness just to be who you are. Because that's how God is.
Amen.